Hello, y'all. Welcome to the Jose Madrigal Show, where every day we get 1% better. And I'm here with my boy.
What's good, everybody? It's Berto. Thank you for having me, Jose.
And, yo, Berto, so we grew up together. Well, it was like different generations, right? We grew up together, but we both like soccer. And it's crazy how, like, life has turned. Like, you went to music, and I went to, like, podcasting. And like, what part of your life did you realize that you wanted to do music? Or did it just come up? Or did you always feel like you had it? Or it just boom?
Well, when it comes to passion or like just enjoying music, I think ever since a young kid, ever since a young kid, I used to go up in church. They would give like opportunities to go up and sing a alabanza or something, and I always raise my hand. Like, I want to go sing a song. I want to go sing alabanza. So I always been wanting to go up on the stage since a young kid to just like I was always fun and amusing, and it was entertaining. So I think since a young kid, I really enjoyed it. But I think when I decided to take this seriously, also was probably about like a year and a half ago when I transitioned into Spanish, and I noticed the reaction of the people that they were really enjoying it, and then got stuck with Spanish.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so what made you take that first step, like to create your first song? Like what made you?
To be honest, at first it was just a curiosity. Tenía la curiosidad to see how I would sound on a song. And then it was like, okay, I like how I sounded, but you know, I feel like I could do another one and make it sound better and better. And then yeah, I just always wanted to improve better, get better for every song, man. It's like this thing is like a inner competition within myself. Every time I do something, I just wanna get even better than what I did the last thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I've seen personally like your growth. Like I've seen it, and like you're starting to expand, and like not even just you, but like your record label. So you said you had a record label. Like what makes you, or not a record label, but what makes you start like you're trying to help other artists in the Bay Area. So like what made you also want to help others?
That's right. That's my logo back here, Way with Urbano. I'm probably not gonna be able to see it fully, but I created Way with Urbano as a platform for like the community. I felt like there wasn't a platform for the community where it's just like we just try to help out people that never had a shot, people that can't afford no studio time, can't afford a music video, haven't been given an opportunity. So I host like studio sessions. I've had like I probably had like 15 studio sessions already with artists,
Hmm.
but so far of them for the Wayward Vinyl page, I only have like 6 or 7 of those released because the other ones need a bit more work, and sometimes you can't rush these kinds of things, especially since some artists come from Vallejo, some come from like Hayward, some come from Mountain View. They're coming from all over the place just to get the shot to do it, and that's the good part. We're also having shows too. We had a show last time where
Hmm.
I think we gave a shot to like 12 new artists, and they had an amazing. They also had amazing sets. We're coming up with a new show as well for May 2nd, where they're gonna be actually in that performance. No, none of the artists that are gonna be there have performed previously with us, so it's gonna be only new artists as well. So
Hmm.
it's like I'm trying to bring everybody up. It's not like I'm just here now. Like I'm here, but I want to like give a handout because I remember being down there and nobody wanted to give a handout to me. So I know how it is to be down there, and nobody wants to help out. So that's just the mentality. We help each other out.
Hmm.
Un sentido de comunidad. That's the good thing.
Hmm. The community, bro. I think that's hecka important, bro. Like not just trying to gatekeep it, bro, but like helping everybody out. Like you know who does that amazingly, bro? Like Drake. Like Drake is a real one for that. Drake will like he'll hop on somebody's song and put them on, bro. Like he sees something in them and he'll put them on. And like, bro, just having a confidence, like let's say you're a small artist and you have a confidence that this big guy believes in you and he wants to hop on a song with you, bro. It motivates you to keep going, bro.
It does. And like recently, been getting a lot of messages from artists that I've inspired them to like even take stuff serious because they were just like half taking things serious. They're just like, I'm gonna drop a song here now, and yeah, I'm an artist. I dropped one song this year. You know, that's not how stuff works. You know, you always gotta be working behind the scenes on something else, something else. Sometimes show where you're working behind the scenes so that people can see that he's actually working. And so
Hmm.
it's been good receiving all those messages from the people that are just like, man, bro, you've inspired me to like take this serious. And they're like, would you hop on a song with me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hop on a song with you, but I need you to do a few things before we work. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this the proper way. And I'm not
Hmm.
trying to like sound like arrogant about it. It's we're gonna do this the proper way so you can learn the method that I've been doing so you can keep applying that method as you continue to grow, you know? It's
Hmm.
always like, you know, like yeah, we're work, but I want you to learn the sauce too, the proper way that we've been doing it, you know?
So it's not just like giving them a boost and then they just kind of like fall off, but like kind of get like building the foundation, the
Hmm.
fundamentals, so then they could like also start growing too.
Yeah, it's like all right, once we work project is done, now you know what you need to continue to do on your own so you can keep, you know, always evolving.
Have you seen the boy Cyan, the Pac Joko, the my boy that came on the interview? Have you
I
watched
think
it?
I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't. I've been really busy recently, so I kind of been a little.
Yeah, I interviewed my boy. I remember we would hang out or we would just walk and he would just show me music, bro, and like he would have little shows in the university and like they would get like 1,000 views, 1,000 views, and then he did that for like 2 years, bro, grinding every day, posting shorts, like little clips, bro, and recently, bro, he blew up, bro.
Oh, that's good.
He got like 30K followers, 27 something, and he was on like somebody's show and he performed with like Lefty Gunplay and like on a stage and everything.
That's
And
coming up.
and he's got millions of views now and then he's collabing with O3 Greedo.
Oh, that's coming up. That's coming up.
So like that's insane, bro. Like I
Coming
remember
up.
I would
Coming up.
see him and like I was just trying to motivate him, bro, because like or trying to help and trying to make him like, like keep pushing him, bro, because we all can do it. But it's just about keep on doing it, and he motivated me, he inspired me to keep going, posting the shorts every day and it works, bro.
It does work. It's there's like certain methods that I've noticed right now that are
Hmm.
working really well, and that one I noticed a lot of my peers they're like, oh, but it kind of just seems annoying when you post it. But I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. Like the method is working, you know, like
Hmm.
it's working if it is showing that it's working. So you gotta do it.
Yeah, and bro, if it works, bro, like who cares what people think, bro? Like that's what he was saying in his interview. He was like, bro, like people hated on me, but they help me, like they add the likes, they add the comments. So like it keeps you growing, they add the views and like I like to think about the analogies. When you're playing soccer, bro, like let's say they're in the Premier League, bro. When you haven't scored a goal as a striker, they're gonna cuss at you, curse at you. Ah. When
Hmm.
you score a goal, all of a sudden they love you, bro. All of a sudden they love you, bro.
You're right about that, bro. That's so right.
Bro, so it doesn't matter. Like you posting on social media, you trying to make it, you making things happen. Like they hating on you, but at the end of the day, you making things happen. You're trying to get that one. It just takes one, bro. It takes one video, you blow up and it changed your life, bro.
Exactly. And you know when that stuff does happen, you know, you always gotta check your ego a bit, you know, because
Hmm.
a lot of those people that weren't showing love in the beginning, they'll come to show love, and you gotta be accepting of that love. You know, you can't be like, man, but where was this back then? You know, you're gonna be, you know, be humble, down to earth. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, be humble, bro, because you know how God is. What God could give, He could easily take, bro.
Oh, yep.
He could easily take, bro. So it's about recognizing it, and even where you're at, bro, just be grateful. If 10 people heard it, bro, 100 people heard it. Imagine putting 100 people in a room. That's a lot, bro.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So be grateful for what you got, and come at it. Like sometimes it's hard to look back at your, let's say for me, my podcast, right? But for you, your music, it's hard to go back because you're like, damn, like I could have done this better. I could have done that. And it kind of like sucks a little bit like, ugh. But it's through going back that we're like, damn, like, you know what? I have so much improvement that I can make. Like I
Mhm.
could be better there. Because the verses, the production, the way it sounds, and all this, you keep adding and keep growing every day. And like, if you keep going at it, bro, let's say you get 1% better every day, bro. In 1 year, you're gonna get a way better.
And people will go back to see your improvement as well. They
Mm-hmm.
will go back to see where you started from. And they'll be like, okay, he was working here, and they'll be like, okay, now he has like a this, and okay, now like they people know like to go back and see those things, and that actually people once they see that, they actually even support you even more because they see all the work that you're putting into for it.
100%, bro. And also like by you not giving up and trying to get better, you inspire 10, 20, 30, 40 people, bro. And whatever their craft is, let's say they like cooking, let's say somebody like folding clothes, washing dishes, like that's their craft, bro, you're gonna inspire them to keep going, bro. And one thing like that I like to think is like at 35, we're gonna wish that we started at 20. At 50, we're gonna wish that we started at 30. Like, we only have one life, and we should start right now. The only thing stopping us is ourselves, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people are scared of taking that first step, that initiative on just whatever your passion is. Sometimes you just got to take a step in and you're going to see how much is available for you that you didn't know, you know?
It's like jumping into the unknown. Like, we're so scared, it's like, oh, where are we gonna jump? It's like you're jumping, you open a door that you can't see nothing, that is completely dark. And you're trying to jump in, and you're scared to take that first step. But you have to jump, bro. You have to go for it, and you will find your footing. And each one you'll keep going. You can only see the next step and try to make that next step the best as you can, bro. That's the only thing you can see, bro. But you know how it is, bro. Starting the first thing is the hardest, bro.
Starting is the hardest, especially when, you might start and you might not see you might not see the recognition that you want to get, you know? That's when the grit really comes in like do you want this because you want this or do you want this because of them, you know?
Mm,
Like am I doing this for me or am I doing this for them? This is
mm,
where like if you actually have passion or love for what you want to do, you that's going to be the self motivation also in a way to keep going, because you want to do this for yourself, it's one thing
mm.
doing it for you and one thing doing it for them.
That's 100%, bro. So like when did you realize that you were gonna take music seriously? Like you're like, damn, I have a possibility.
um Well, like you said, it's all about taking chances, right? I think well, first of all, I used to be really cool. I didn't like spending my money a lot. Like, like to be honest, in music, it does take a bit of investing in music. Sometimes studio times runs to where like $75 to $80 an hour, and you're not making $75 to $80 an hour like realistically, so you gotta work a few hours or something and be like, okay, now I'm ready to go hit the studio, buy the beat, so whatever. The first step was probably like knowing that I had to invest money. Unfortunately, you have to invest money in this in your passion. This is my passion, so I don't mind it. I have love for it because at the end of the day, when I hear a song, I'll dance to my music. I'm having a good time to my music. Like I'll cry, I can cry to my music. I can laugh to my music. I can dance to my music, and I can just be happy with my music. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Like I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. Like not to be bad influence, but maybe like say I'm having like a drink or something, and I'm just enjoying my music and I'm vibing with the homies. It's a good day. It's a good time. But taking an initiative is just like it's it's hard because once you take an initiative, my bad, I got sidetracked, bro, for a second.
You're
It
good,
happened.
brother.
But I noticed I was gonna take it serious once I went to the studio. Decided to invest money into the studio, and I have never paid that kind of money for a studio time or for studio time in general. And I had written this one song. I think I had two songs ready that I wanted to go to the studio. But then right when I was about to go there, I'm like, I don't like these two songs. And like within 30 minutes before my studio time, I wrote a whole new song. And then I was like, all right, no, I'm gonna record this one. I'm gonna take this one. And I head over there and then I'm like, okay, I hope this goes good. And then I realized like, okay, I met with a producer, Mike Angelo, and then he was super dope. He started teaching me how to sing. I've never sung in my life. He's like, I need you to do it like this. Bro. I'm like, no, like, I can't do that. No, no. He's like, no, you have to do it. He's like, no, but like, you don't understand. My voice doesn't like, my voice won't go like that because I've never tried my voice like that before. Yeah, I'm just like this. He's like, yeah, and like I could tell, just like my friends, like looking at me, like, what is he doing? But like I started doing it, like you said, I just fucking my bad. I just went in there and I tried, and then that song, like at the end, once I finished that song, like I was like, is that even me? It was just like that, like no way, that's me. Like, and everybody's like, yeah, that's you, bro. Like that's you. And then I published it, and then I sent it to a DJ that runs like a pretty big nightclub in Concord. And I'm like, hey, look, I just released a song, man. Like, what do you think? And he's like, why don't you come sing it at the club? And I'm like, whoa, like I'm getting invited to come sing at a club, like my first single. And I'm just like, okay, like there's potential right here. And then I went over there, and then at first it was kind of weird because it's like 400 people in the crowd. And then they're like, oh, representing San Francisco and El Salvador, young Berto. And then everybody's like, who the hell is this guy? So, I have to like, I had practiced a bit, I had to do my thing, and then all of a sudden I just see like one camera right here, one camera right there, one camera, and then just a lot of cameras, and it was like a surreal moment. And then all my friends were there too, and then it was just like, yeah, we could do this. We could do this. It's just one of those moments where you're like, we could do this. And
Hmm.
actually, I hear that song now, the one that got me that show, and I'm like, take that off. Like, I don't even. I'm like, take that off. I don't want to hear that.
Why not?
It's just like you say, you look back right here and you try to go right here and right here, and then you just take all these steps when you look at your old work that people love, but internally you're like, oh, like
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro.
I was just like, oh, y'all like that? I'm like, okay. I mean, if y'all like that, y'all like that.
Yeah.
But
It's,
yeah, that's where I seen that there was potential in this. Recently, I just had like something crazy happen. I think like last year I had 1,000 streams on all platforms, and then just on January, one of my songs went crazy, and it went like I think it has like 13K streams just in like 1 month and a half. So
dang.
it was just like whoa, like they were streaming my music in like Greece, Italy, Spain, and all
Really?
that. And I'm just looking at this, I'm like whoa, like so all these things, it just keeps motivating me, man, to just like we can do this seriously, man.
And I see that I'm on your Instagram right now, and you don't post as consistently on your reels.
I kind of work a different method.
I feel like if you would do that, bro, it would you would go crazier, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I've seen a lot of people that are doing that right now, and I'm just like, I probably should give that a try too.
Because that's what helped me, bro. And like even posting on TikTok and Instagram, bro, it helps a lot. Like, let's say that Pac Joko got like 2.5 million, 800K, 1.3, 70K. And like, let's say from the 10, 20K, you get like 10 listens. Like, it adds up, bro.
It does add up.
And
So yeah, I need to start doing that as well. My next step for that as well has been like like we've been plotting with the friends when we can go record reels for each other and all that stuff. So it's definitely in the plans, but we don't want to just we don't want to just
Mm-hmm.
rush into it. We want it to come out like we're trying to do this as professional as we can with what we can, you know, because we're just trying at the same time at the end of the day. You know, we want to try to be as much as professional as we can, but at the same time, we're working with what we can. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and the good thing is that everybody's trying to help each other do it. So, like, I'm here for you, you're here for me, and we're there for them. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's what I seen. Like you guys always collab with each other. Like that's like you with Ali Boy, Diego, and all these guys. Like y'all actually collab with each other, and like what that does is that it teaches y'all to adapt.
Hmm.
Like let's say you're the main guy and you have your beat, the way you float it, and it kind of makes the other person be like, okay, how can I adapt? Add my style, but get into there, get into that puzzle and make it go good, like make it fit. So like it kind of teaches you to learn and like that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, we've been expanding right now our group. I think it has started with the Anonymous Boys Club, which it was just Ali Boy, Diego Jam, Dexter, Travieso, and I worked closely with them. It was just like us five at first. That was just like we started, but right now we expanded to like a lot of folks. Like it's a lot of people to mention, but it went from that group of five to like we maybe have like a group of like 15 to 20 people that are just down to like I probably have music with all of them too, but it's just not out yet because, like I said, a lot of these things take their own proper timing for setting up. But it's we're trying to build a whole community here, you know, and that's the nice thing, the sense of community.
Yeah, because in SF, there's like not like the city, like, okay, the last one I think that famous people is like Santana. Like, that's like, I feel like I can't really, like, in SF, there's no like super ultra famous person, bro. Like, and like, I feel like even in music, like, there's missing.
There's some people that are doing good right now.
Hmm.
I think Lo Russo's doing really good. I don't know if you heard from him.
Lil Russell?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's an artist from here. He grinds. I don't know much of him, but like he's doing his thing right now. I think he started underground, and right now he's collaborating. He think he just collaborated on a reel with like the SF Giants.
Oh, snap, then.
Yeah, so like he's doing his thing really good, and
Hmm.
yeah, selling out shows and all that. So I think he's really popping. But yeah, I would consider us like still in the rising scene. You know, we're just on a come up.
Hmm. And it's like maintaining it too, bro. Like, when you wake up, some days you don't want to, bro.
Uh,
But it's those days that matter the most, bro. It's those days that matter the most because sometimes in those days that are like, let's say, considered like the dark days that everything's all foggy and you want to explode. But it's like, it's in those through days that that idea comes, bro. That golden idea comes, bro. But you just gotta stick
That's
through
when
it.
the real stuff comes out.
You just gotta stick through it, bro, and stay on it.
That's when the real stuff comes out, to be honest.
Bro.
What about you, man? I want to ask you something.
Really? What do you want to ask me?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they asked you this before, but I've seen you've been doing all this grinding stuff, right? Like with your podcast and all that stuff. Where do you see this going?
Me?
Yeah, where do you see this going?
Well, I don't like I see myself being like Joe Rogan, like that. I feel like I could communicate with a lot of different people, and like I'm on the path to seeking the wisdom and the knowledge. Like I'm on that path, and I feel like I like I feel like I could communicate with people.
You can. I can see that you're very well at communicating, bro.
Yeah, and thank you, and like I just that's why I'm investing in myself because I believe that it's possible. It's just about being consistent and keep trying, keep pushing and I just believe that I could get it to the next level, bro. But it's just gonna take like years, you know?
I mean, yeah, I believe I wouldn't say years because the way you're going, I'm sure you're gonna get there quickly too, bro. You know, I'm sure you're gonna get there quickly too, especially with all the new investments you've been doing and all that stuff. It's gonna help you, bro. And man, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah,
For it takes guts and takes courage and the initiative to like start all this, and yeah, I'm just proud of you, bro.
thank you, bro. And it's like I even right now, bro, like I look at the numbers, I'm like, what in the world? Like it just keeps growing.
That's how it is, and
But
just expect it to keep growing, man.
but I'm like I'm just like I don't like it's hard to put into words because this is like my passion. Like speaking to other people, recording like is my passion. Is like it feels like I get high, bro.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean. There's like this certain feeling that comes up when it's really weird. It's really weird, and it's a good high. You're right about that.
Bro, and it feels like it takes zero energy to do this. Like it doesn't feel like a job, bro. Like it feels for fun, like my hobby, like my passion. Like honestly, I would want to do this until I die. Like
Yeah, I feel it. Like I could just be, yeah, no, man. That's when you have passion for something and you love it, you could just be there doing it all day, no complaints, and just
hmm
have fun because you enjoy it. That's the beautiful thing about these kinds of arts. You know, I think I'll consider this an art too. You know.
I, and I get better at my questions. I get better at my answers. Like sometimes I'll just be at night and be like, damn, I could have said that better. Damn, I could have said this like that. And it just makes me better overall. And sometimes it sucks listening to my podcast, my old ones. And I even like now my quality is way better. But like my first video, it was so trash. Like I recorded on a potato and I was like, damn, but you
What do
know,
you mean a potato?
like it looked all laggy, bro. Like if I recorded
Oh,
on an Android, bro.
okay, okay.
So like now everything has like even just posting twice a week, my reels, it's just it's amazing, bro.
No, yeah, I've seen this progress, bro. It's a good feeling. It's one of the best feelings that I've experienced. And once you feel that feeling, you just want more of it.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro.
You just want more of it. It's very addicting. It's a very addictive feeling. And we're talking about success. We're not talking about drugs.
Yeah, not drugs. Heck no. And it's like it's very strange because I thought soccer was my thing, bro. Like I thought soccer was my thing, but then I started doing this, bro, and this was just like a different level. Like I feel like this is it. So like I work, two jobs to try to buy equipment, and find time to do this, bro. And like this is what I want to do full time.
Yeah, it's like whatchamacallit. My brain kind of left for a second.
It's good.
Yeah, no, there's like I try to advise people to always just find time to like like you say you work two jobs for your equipment, then you find time for this and you find time I'm sure for your regular life as well maybe
hmm
because I know you have a passion for this too, but sometimes maybe you want to just enjoy just time for you to relax. I'm
hmm
not sure, but what I advise like the people that I work with because I work with a lot of artists that maybe don't even have no songs out, and then it's been going on for like a month or two now where they're always just like, oh, when am I gonna release my song? Where the thing is like I'm giving them already like a agenda, you work your week at the end of your paycheck. If you want to buy like instrumental, you buy the instrumental. You have a whole week to write a song. Come the weekend to record the song. Release the song the next week. Record some reels and repeat the same pattern. That's like the pattern that I've given them for like them that they're beginners. But like it's just like this initiative where like if they don't take the initiative for it or if they don't work for it, nobody's gonna pay for you. You know, nobody's gonna pay for your equipment besides you. Nobody's gonna pay for your dreams besides you. So like if you do have a dream, like just make sure you. This is more for like the people that are listening. Like if you do have a dream, just make sure you do work. You know, you at the end of the day, you need to go to work. You know, you have to go to work. You know, you need even if it's a 9 to 5, you're getting paid minimum. It doesn't matter. Work that job, get 2 jobs, find the time. Even if it's 2 hour, 1 hour, even if it's your lunch break, you're writing. I mean, for example, like me that I work for artists, if you're even if it's on your lunch break and like you have 30 minutes, write for like 15 minutes if you're really about it, write for 15 minutes. And then by the end of the week, you're gonna have the whole song done. But you know, make sure you go to work for your dreams. You know, your dreams they won't just be handed to you. You know, you can have these dreams. You say, "Yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that," and you're trying to do it. But you know, you also have to work for your dreams. You know, and not just like the work as in just like you're working on the craft of my dreams. You need to work regular so you can work for your dreams. That's like a big thing that I've noticed a lot of people don't realize. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just do these things for free, you know, or you know, with no source of income. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, well, we I wish things would be different, but unfortunately, you have to.
You have to like you have to struggle, bro, and for me, bro, there'll be days where I work 12 hours, 13, 14, and like you gotta get you gotta work still. Like I'll come home like around 7, like I'll work from 7 to like 7, and I gotta come home and I gotta edit that video. I gotta do that because this is what I wanna do. Like I made a commitment to myself, and like if I just put it off till tomorrow, tomorrow will never come. Like I need to do it now because if I just if I just work one more day to it, one more day to it, I add that little extra hour. Bro, you're getting so far, bro. You're digging deep. Yes, you're tired physically, mentally from work, stressed out, whatever, but you're doing what you want to do ultimately, and there's no better feeling than that, bro.
Yeah. I also like what this one thing you said the other time. I think I was on my Instagram and then one of the reels popped up, which was like um that tomorrow you were like tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You know, did you do everything you wanted to do today? Are you content with what you did today? You know, like and like honestly, that like I was kind of having a little fall off mentally, and like that was exactly what I needed to hear at that moment. You know, because I was starting to get tired. Like the pressure was starting. Like sometimes you just kind of start to feel the pressure of all this where you're going, of all the work and all that, and you know you kind of start to feel tired and maybe like I need a little break or something. I've been going too hard, but then like I seen that and I'm like, no, like you know I haven't even done enough. Like I have all this, but all this is not enough, and then it's just it also created this problem where I'm like I don't have enough, even though I probably like have like 200 like songs and demos, maybe three, and I feel like it's still not enough. But because the thing is, like, I'm picking now, I'm just like picking, you know, the crops or what's best, you know. That's one thing that what I've noticed.
Damn. Two, 300?
If you think that's a lot, I think my friend Ali Boy he probably has like 500 to 600.
Damn.
He
But
has like 2 phones just full of like music.
and bro, like the what you're talking about is like sometimes you get to a point in your career, your life that you're like, damn, this is too much for me. I need to relax. But it's there when you gotta dig deep and find a reason to keep going, bro. That's when it's like you hit the wall, you hit your limits, your question mark limits, and that's when you gotta find a way to explode and dig deep for motivation, bro. And it's like sometimes we complain or we're like too tired about the plate that God gave us. But 2, 3 years ago, this is the plate that we wanted.
Yeah, that's where we wanted to be.
this is what we wanted, and this is the weight that we need. And all these successful people that came before us, bro, these rap like Kendrick, Drake, all these people, bro, Ronaldo, Messi, all these people, they struggled. They were in that phase too, and it was either break them or make them.
Yep.
Went through it, and look where they're at now.
Yeah, I think this is the moment where it's like definitely gotta grind the most that I've noticed. Yeah. And it's been going good. This year has started very well, and I just hope it keeps going good.
I'm happy for you, bro. 13K, 13.5. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, 13.5 for what, brother? My bad. I
Remember you
kind.
said the first song on
Oh yeah.
January?
For yeah, that song is going crazy because I feel like that song was I cried a few times to that song too. It's funny. I love
Damn,
that song. I think I wrote that song for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
damn, bro. And
I
what?
released that song in Thanksgiving too, and it had that sort of reaction until like mid January. So like maybe after like 2 months, it had that reaction.
So like you posted it, and it just kept going like this, and then it just went like this.
It was just kind of like you know, and then I don't know where it just like went crazy.
So, what is your plan? Like when you make music, do you post once a month, once a week?
Well, because like I said, this thing is kind of a financial thing, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, it's and right now the way I've been, right now, my people they're not accepting budget stuff no more.
What do you mean?
As in like I used to release music that I used to record here from home, and like my people, that's in like my listeners and the people that follow me, they were accepting of that, but like. Now, ever since I released my two last music videos, if I post something that they've noticed that I've done it at the house, they just won't show love to it. But if they notice that I post something that I've gone to the studio for or something, they actually like that's when they seem like they're interested. So right now it kind of has been a little slow when it comes to like dropping music just because of the financial problem. Well, it's not so much of a financial problem. It's just like getting prepared to launch things financially, in a certain ways. Like, I do have two music videos ready right now that I'm ready to post. One of them, like you said, the Reels thing. Um, I do have a bunch of reels prepared from when I released that music video. I'm gonna release that music video, and then I'm gonna be posting the reels from that music video, like different clips of that music video. So I'm trying to utilize the music videos in a way to like get the clips of the reels.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it, yeah, they're really se me han puesto exigente. And
And
I
how
can notice it.
expensive?
So that's where I mean where I can start to feel the pressure because back then I could just release something where it's from the house and they're like, oh, you better release something and it was from the house. Like, okay, they're over that. Now they want to see the next step. Like, they want to, and at the same time, like this pressure that they're giving me, it's only like benefiting me into taking things a bit more professional.
Hmm. And where is that pressure coming from? Like your fans or people like your producers or like who?
Yeah. That would be more for like my listeners, like my fans, the people that support me. I have like the people that like actually DM me when I release something or like when I post something because I have people that, even if it's sometimes probably like 20, 30, sometimes 40, it all depends, but they're still there, like saying like, bro, like we like this, but like you should do it like that, bro. We love it when you do like that. And I'm like, I know, but you know, and so at the end of the day, like the place where I am going, where I do want to go forward to, or where I want to get to, also require this kind of like professionalism. Like, let's say if I do become famous, I would also want to work like with professional stuff, like want to work professionally. So I'm also trying to embody that embody that type of mentality too, you know.
Mm. And like, what's the difference between your like equipment and like the studio equipment? Like, what's the difference?
Um, so like my home equipment would obviously be like the prices, and also like one thing is like I'm a self-taught like producer who's only been practicing this thing for like about a year and a half. And then there's also like engineers who've gone to school for this,
Mm.
dedicated like years, have 10, 15, 20 plus years of experience that are really ready just to make the sound how it's supposed to be. So that's kind of like the difference, Sometimes even the prices and the microphones. Let's say I have like a $700-800, $700 to $800 or $1,000 mic here, which is like something I can comfortably afford. But let's say I go to the studio, they have a microphone right there that costs like 14 to 15 thousand dollars. You know what I'm saying? And so all these things, they just make a difference when it comes to like the quality and all that stuff. And some people can't pick it up, but it's also like a mentality that I'm also wanna that I've personally also in a way also chosen to take too, with the pressure that I've received from the people. And I mean, I kind of like it too, because when I do see my work now that I've done compared to the work what I've done at home, it kind of does excite me more now, the work that I've done, like more professional, because I look at it and I'm like, whoa, that looks just so much better, or it just sounds so much way more better than what I was releasing. Because I'm not an expert when it comes to like music recording, all that stuff. I do help out people, but that's like out of the kind of my heart, and they know that I'm doing the best that I can to help them out. So that's why they're willing to come here and just do a song, because they really want to do a song. But they're like, from my personal, just because I am a bit more advanced, I do try to take the stuff a bit more serious when it comes to just like actually investing and going to the studio and all that stuff.
How much does it cost a studio session?
It depends. Like I said, sometimes it's like $75 an hour, and then let's say sometimes like, well, back then I wouldn't come prepared. So all these things you start learning, to come. Well, I would come prepared, but it was not like the preparedness that I thought I needed to be in. You
Hmm.
know, it's like I will have my song written, and I will have my song written and come with my song written. But now it's like I'll record the song right here, and I'll hear it multiple times. Like at my house, I'll hear the song, and like I'm like, okay, I want to switch my note, how I sang that part right there, or I want to change that lyric right there, and then I'll memorize the song fully. And now like, um, well, I go over there, and it's a bit, I can be more efficient, but still, like, I'll probably take like 2 to 3 hours to record a song, just because sometimes I'm singing, and I'm not like an amazing singer, so sometimes it takes me like multiple takes to get one line right. Like sometimes I'm taking like 20 minutes to get one single line right, because I don't like how that single line came out, and like I will go back and like redo that line as many times as it takes until I'm like, yeah, I like that one. That's the one. And so yeah, so I mean, for one song, sometimes like if I put it into money, how much it's costing to make a song right now, each song is probably coming out to about $700 to $800.
Dang, that's a lot, bro.
So that's why, I mean, I have some stuff out, which is like what I had previously out from when I was working at home. But this year I'm preparing to release like stuff professionally.
Mm.
So like that's why like I don't really have like right now, it's like right now my Instagram, or like right now I'm in a weird transition from like leaving like myself work, what I was doing, into like dropping all this new content, but just like it's gonna be looking like crispy and like all that.
Mm. So you're trying to take it to the next like production level.
next production level. Yeah,
Because you feel like that's what's missing. Like that's what
yeah,
elevates you more.
that's gonna elevate me more as well.
Mm. Yeah, I'm at the same place, bro. I think I'm at the same place, but I'm doing it early, bro. Like I'm doing it 2 months in.
Yeah, no, that's the good part. That's remember, like I said, that's I'm glad that you took that step because, like I said, you sometimes you need to work to invest for your dreams. These things will not just come free to you.
Yeah, but people were telling me like, no, stay with your phone. But I was like, no, like you don't see it how I see it. Like this is what's holding me back. Like if I had that better quality, the better sound, the voice, the everything, like it'll retain more viewers and I could hook them more and I could make better reels and it just makes everything better.
It does. It turns into a 360. Even like I
Hmm.
think the whole, even like for example, the reaction of the reels that I have on my, I don't have that many reels. I have like two music videos, I believe.
Hmm.
But before that, I was only posting like just when I would post like when I was releasing a song, I would just post like the just the cover for it. And even right here is a good, it's just a good example for it. I like for this one release that I put that's called En Cuatro. I was only like 3,400 views. But for the first music video I ever released, because I had been dropping music, but for the first music I ever video released, the people itself were sharing it and it got to like 17K views. And that was just people sharing it. Like, and I was like, okay, like that's when I noticed, okay, people want me to take this next step. You know what I mean? And then I released another music video after, so a bit after that, and same thing, people were sharing it, and it got to like 12.4K views on Instagram, like the video that I posted. So that's when I did notice also, like, I do need to start releasing videos and like investing a bit more into my craft. So because people do take me more serious, or like at the same time, we do this for the passion, but at the same time, we are looking for a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like we do this for the passion, but at the same time, we are looking for a goal, which is to succeed.
Financially, bro.
To succeed,
Damn, bro. So you were at the same place, bro.
hmm
Honestly, we're like at the same place that we believe in the craft, but it's about jumping.
It's about taking that next step to like show everyone how much better we can deliver this to them. How much better we can be. Not like just like in the setting. The setting. How much better? Like you said, the professionalism. We could be much better.
Yeah, cause like for me, in my perspective, is like I kind of proved it to myself where like I'm disciplined. Like I'm gonna do this and let's see how far it takes me. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, then I need to have better equipment and let's do it. And let's see how far it takes me. And like you're at the same place where it's like, okay, like I do this, I work, I know myself, so I'm ready to take that next step.
That's exactly how it is.
And like others might see it, but you know like, okay, I believe and I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, it's you just go get her, man. People, it's my bad. I'm getting that high feeling again when it's because it's just all the love that I've been receiving recently. It's very addicting. It's very addicting, and it feels really good.
Yeah, I know, bro. But
Brother, I didn't even notice. I didn't even know you had left San Francisco.
really,
No.
I'm been gone for like 4 years now.
Didn't I? No. Didn't I see you walking the other time though?
Yeah, I saw you and you were in the
Was
car, right?
what you? I think it was like about a year ago, right? Were
Yeah,
you
I
just?
went to go visit my family.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, I
crazy.
drove.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy asking you like that one time, and then you're like, "Oh, I don't live in the city no more." I'm like, "What the?"
Yeah, I was like, okay, how am I gonna interview people online? And I was like, bro, Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom works.
Bro, Zoom works. You could record. I gotta pay the little monthly subscription. It is what it is, bro. But it's an investment, bro. And like first, I'm trying to reach all these people around me that I know and are doing something good. You know, doing something that trying to be successful. So I reached out, and some people say no, some people say yes, some people don't even respond. You know, so but you know, I'm right
Hey,
here.
those people are want to get on later on, bro. Trust me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Some people don't respond, and then like I have an example about that too. I have this one artist. I think when I first started, when I think of her, or when I opened this current Instagram page, I think I had about like 20 followers. Like November of 2023, around there, and I had this one song out, and then the artist liked it. He just liked it, but I was like, oh, let's make a song. He's like, oh, I will have to charge you like $300 to make a song with you. And I'm like, $300 to make a song with you? I'm like, whoa. I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm gonna have to pass, bro. And I told him, I was like, I say this with no disrespect. I was like, later on, you're gonna ask me to work. And then he just liked it. And then, started coming up, yada yada. I started throwing shows. I'm like, I see him not having no shows. I'm like, do you want to come perform? Like, I'll show you love. I'll show you love. I don't care if you didn't show me love. You want to come perform? Came perform, yada yada. Then it's like, hey, bro, Berto, let's go to the studio, man. I'll pay for it. All right, let's go. Like,
Damn.
like I said, I mean, that's just why I don't like to. Even if I see somebody starting, I do not like to like act like egotistically with them or act like I'm somebody like more important than them because you don't know where that person can be like a year from now. They could be like so much higher than you and you're just like still stuck there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's a quote, the philosopher is like Marcus Aurelius. He's like, the best thing to do is to be unlike your enemy. Because if you like Martin Luther King, he says you can't beat darkness with darkness. You can't. You gotta be the light. And you gotta be the next wave and like how what you're doing, the movement, the wave urbano. And like I like that the wave with the music, that's smart. The wave urbano, that's smart. That's actually going. And you're trying to help everybody, Because it only takes one artist, one song, and it takes over, bro.
It does take over.
And like how you're saying is like you're trying to take it to that professionalism. But like you're right here, right? But somebody else is starting right here. So what they see you doing right now is like that's kind of like professionalism,
Mm-hmm.
But you're seeing like, like the music industry. You're already like thinking of that professionalism. But somebody starting at zero could see you and be like, damn, I want to be like that. Like, maybe if I don't got the funds for that music industry, but I could use that. And you could like pull them up and be like, okay, like, let me show you what I learned 1, 2, 3 years took me to learn, and I could teach you right here. It's up to you to choose it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's what you're doing, and you're putting people on, and basically you're creating an empire, but you're creating it like the right way.
For love, no. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just had this thing where I just love to show love, just because I remember not receiving it, and sometimes I don't know, but I've noticed sometimes people that don't receive love as much are the people that show love the most. And I'm not saying that just because I'm just saying just one thing I've noticed in general, you know.
Damn, so like, do you plan on having like a if you become, let's say, if it happens, if you become super like famous, are you thinking of having a record label?
I wouldn't necessarily have a record label. I don't think like that. I'm more the type to have like maybe like a community open based like place where people can go and just learn, you know. That's more where I'm like, because when it comes to record labels, then it kind of like involves percentages and all that stuff. And like I've never been that type of person where I like to talk. Like I did have a show recently where it was getting to get to that point, but I was like, at that point I don't even want to. I was like, at that point you guys can just keep everything. Like I'm not even tripping. I'm just glad the show went with like this and my page got the recognition it got or whatever. But it went well. Definitely, I don't think I want to do like a record label. I just want like what's that one program? What's it called? The Boys and Girls Club. I think they pay there though, right?
Hmm.
No, I think I would just want like a what's it called when like there's programs and people would just come in for free.
Like the nonprofits?
Yeah, like a more like a nonprofit program where people can just come in and learn to do music. I've definitely thought about also doing like maybe like doing workshops where like I teach people how to like write or stuff like that. But
Poetry, make music.
it could be anything, poetry, music, beat making. I know a little bit of beat making too. But I think I like one thing that I also want to do is just work with the youth a lot because I feel like a lot of the youth can find an escape in music as well.
Hmm.
Because I remember when I was in high school, I remember my friends, they used to go and like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I used to like smoke back then too, but I would stay after school to like actually practice. I would stay for like 2, 3 hours every day after school to practice like how to work the computer program for like the music software. Lunch breaks, I was in the computer lab also learning how to do this stuff. So like I feel like there's a lot of passionate kids out there that like if they had like an opportunity with music or stuff like that, like their paths could be just so much better. Like when it comes to like not being like in the streets or stuff like that. So I think that is one of my goals in life that maybe I can hopefully one day like open a nonprofit organization just for kids to come and like just write music or maybe even play a video games or whatever, just hang out, just community based. I'm very big on the community base.
All right. So my last question, brother. My last question.
Uh,
What advice do you got for somebody that doesn't know whether to start or not the music?
um, somebody that doesn't know whether to know where to start, um, I'd probably say just like take like maybe like the first six, maybe the first year, just take it for fun. Just have fun with it. Like Like save $200, $300, like save 100, 200, go to a cheap producer, it doesn't matter. Get in there and just have fun. Don't worry about don't worry about what your brother is gonna think, your best friend, whoever is gonna think. Just worry about like that I have fun with it. Can I just hear it even if just have fun with it. Just go for it, even if it's like that. And then start seeing the results. If you see the results and you actually think that you might want to take this serious, then the next step is training. You want to train your mind, you want to train writing, you want to look at videos on how to write. Like there's all these videos on how to write, and how to sing, on how to write in different ways and how to start. There's all these things for the music where you can just learn, and there's so many different ways to do it. Just like in sports, there's a lot of drills. There's a lot of different ways to train. There's a lot of different ways that you can see. Like you could be giving a soccer, be giving a pass, but you're giving the pass in different types of ways. You know what I'm saying? And this destination is still the same destination. You know what I mean? So just go for it. Have fun with it. And then if you like it, train hard and invest your time, work hard for it too. Like I said, it's not gonna be just get handed to you.
Hmm.
Man, have fun with it, enjoy it. Don't do it just to fit in too. Do it because you enjoy it.
Hmm.